It's time to play some baritone ukulele. And you clicked on this because you desperately want to know how to play Three Blind Mice. I'm going to run over to our website and post this link so that everybody can come join us. And in the meantime, you're going to go to jollyrogerukulele.com and pick up whatever you have not picked up already. I got a whole baritone page growing there. And we're going to be baritone central here pretty soon. Today we're tackling Three Blind Mice after last week, wrapping up the first week of Intro to Baritone and getting ourselves in a position where we can play chords and melody at the same time, and it's going to be phenomenal. And we're going to turn. We're going to bring baritone back as a thing. Let's see. All right, so I think I'm posted here. Let me double check that the link works correctly. View page. Right here. And yep, Three Blind Mice. That's baritone. All right. Very nice. All right. So in a little bit, we'll have a few people joining us. They're all at this moment trying to figure out how to get in here. I should probably tune an instrument once in a while. Let's see how this one's going. First person in, let me know how the sound is. I hope the sound is good. Vic is in. It sounds good. Vic is learning to play all of the instruments. Lovely. G chord up there. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're getting a big crowd in today. Good. Yeah, Three Blind Mice is not the song that you want to play. Three Blind Mice is the song that you learn to play in the process of learning to play the really good stuff. Hey, Michelina. Michelina tossed me an email over the weekend of her playing a Spaghetti Monster, killing it, killing Spaghetti Monster, not killing it in a bad way, killing it in a good way. Thanks for that, Michelina. That was fun. Jack has been hanging out with me, both ukulele and, well, Jack's been spending a lot of time becoming an outstanding musician as well. Don't we like this? This has a nice full sound. It's certainly not the level of work that some of the other instruments have. And sometimes you just want to make music and you don't want it to be complicated or difficult. And so that's what this does. This really, really goes a long way in that direction. Hey, Lanny, welcome in. Terry, good to see you, bud. Terry's logged a lot of hours with me, too. Poor guy. Diane, back in for more baritone. That's so exciting, Diane. Glad you're here. And Valerie's back. All right. Beautiful. We're going to make short work of this today, guys. I want you to grab your Three Blind Mice and have it next to my Spaghetti Monster, because I'd like to review Spaghetti Monster. Question came up earlier today in ukulele class about why am I making such a big deal out of it? And I do think it's important for us to make sure we understand why I make a big deal out of the first piece of music where you are playing chord and melody together, because Three Blind Mice essentially hammers that last thought in. The last little bit of skills you need are in Three Blind Mice. In the way we think about how we're going to be playing this instrument. And so go ahead and grab Spaghetti Monster and have it out as well. Let's see, who just wandered in? Carol Baritone? Yeah, I have to be honest. I mean, when I'm playing guitar, and I honestly really try to take really good care of my hands and my strength and my health and my posture and all this stuff you're supposed to do. But guitar presents a whole level of challenge that is different than this. And I'm not necessarily sure the payoff is always there. I think the payoff's there for the work, but sometimes it's just work for being work. Not that that's bad, right? So I mean, you're here because that you want to make ukulele a little more interesting than it would normally be. And so, yeah. Let's see. Ray, welcome back. Good to see you, bud. And Linda, I got your email and your text and all that stuff. We'll get you in for tonight. Don't worry. I'll get your password reset. All right. 206. My Spaghetti Monster. Let's look at it first. The question came up, why do you think this is a big deal? Here's why it's a big deal. When you first start playing music on a fretted instrument, almost all the teachers start you with a chord. My spaghetti monster playing ukulele, running through the rainbows with my heart. Tasty marinara, yummy parmesan, where pastafarians. Okay, that's where they start you. The problem with that is you have to sing. Okay, so it's lovely. It's a fun way to do things, but you have to sing. Otherwise, it's just. Okay, there's no song there. There's nothing there. Nobody knows what you're doing. You're just making noise. And so we got to get melody in there. Okay, the melody that comes out of your face. If you don't like singing, then we have to come up with a different system. And that's where we play this. Okay. And the beautiful thing that you guys have is that we can now combine them together. And that's where my Spaghetti Monster comes into place, is that we take some chords, we take some melody, we mix them up. Sometimes we play the chords, sometimes we play the melody, sometimes we play them together at the same time. We end up with all this cool overall sound. And it sounds doubly cool on baritone because you got this nice, deep, dark sound sitting down underneath there. And it just creates this sense of, man, you are a really fine instrumentalist. And the more important discussion with that is that when you take the great players of all time and you take a look at what they're doing, they're playing a whole bunch of melody and they're tossing some chords in. They're playing chord melody. That's what they're doing. That's what you're doing. And it starts with My Spaghetti Monster, and then it's going to continue with Three Blind Mice. Then tomorrow we're going to do something totally different, and then we're going to come back and we're going to continue to build your ability to play chords and melody at the same time, in addition to being able to play duets with other people if you want to, in addition to being able to strum and sing if you want to. And so we are going to be giving you the full package. And as baritone players, you are in a unique position to really add something in when you play ensemble, when you're playing solo. I mean, when you're just messing around, you just got this instrument that, look how nice it fits on the body, right? It's not like a guitar where you spend half the time fighting, holding on to it. It's just quite pleasant to hold on to. It's rational to put it in the car when you're going to go up on a picnic or something. And so there's a whole lot of really positive things about this. Now, hey, Cozy, welcome in. I'm playing My Spaghetti Monster first. So let's grab your instrument. Let's grab your piece of music. We're going to play Spaghetti Monster. I'm going to play it crazy slow the first time. Then we're going to go right back to the beginning. And we're going to play it a little bit faster. Okay? So from the beginning, if you're not comfy playing the tough uke line, play the melody line. If you're not comfy with playing the melody line, you can toss in those chords, but those chords don't necessarily make things easier. They're a little bit harder. I'd rather have you play melody or tough uke if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 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 oh. Strum, strum. Oh, 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 oh. Strum, strum. Oh, 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 oh. Strum, strum, strum. strum, 2, 3, 4. 1, oh, 2, oh, strum, 1, oh, 2, oh, strum, 1, oh, 2, 3. Let's go right back to the top, a little bit faster, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you're still holding on if this is still ringing out. And the only way to get it to stop ringing, you got these strings, right? They ring for a while. That's the beauty of this thing. You're going to take your palm, bring it up over the saddle onto the string. Don't just flop it down on top, because especially if you're plugged in, it'll go clonk, right? You don't want that. Just take your palm and run it up over this way, and get the strings to stop ringing that way. I gotta take a fingernail of this one. It's cutting my finger open. All right. Chord, melody, together at the same time. The best classical musicians, the best chord finger style guitarists, the best piano players, the best harpists. That's what they're doing. They're playing chords and melody at the same time. Okay, so you're doing that now. That's an important takeaway, is you're now doing that. If you're not doing that, my spaghetti monster until you want to die. Okay. The other reason to have that particular song is nobody knows it, and you can play that. You sound amazing, and they're not going to sing along. And then you can always go through, if you're a singer, my spaghetti monster playing ukulele, right? So there we go. Let's dig into Three Blind Mice. Let's nail this down. Let's make sure we know exactly what we're doing. Okay, so grab your Three Blind Mice. We're gonna take the idea that I have told you is important, and we're gonna now apply it to a song that's very simple, very basic, nothing terribly complex in this song, but we want to create the best Three Blind Mice that you've ever played. Okay, so we're gonna start by getting to know the song a little bit. Let's grab your G chord. Okay. And those of you coming in from ukulele land, right, this is a C chord, okay? Drives you crazy. You're going to have to get comfortable with baritone brain, ukulele brain. Baritone brain, ukulele brain. This is guitar brain also, okay? Guitar brain, I've gotten where there's a difference between baritone brain and guitar brain too. But so make sure that you're now, whatever you've been through in your life, you flush it clean. I'm a baritone player right now, okay? All right, let's play this. Let's sing 1, 2. But we're going to do 3 different strum patterns. Down. Let's do this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all went after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? 2, 3, 4. The big key with strumming is that you keep it steady. There's 4 beats in a measure. You do 4 beats in a measure. You don't question that. You just do 4 beats every measure. And then let the singer go over the top of that with the melody. If you create a nice, consistent, steady 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern for somebody, they're going to be able to sing over that. You're going to be able to sing over that, even if you can't sing, right? As long as it stays steady, you're going to be fine. Let's double time it now. Let's take this finger, down, up. And when you're going down, make sure the face of your nail is not pointed up here, right? You don't want to do it sideways. Your fingers will get stuck. You want to make it down with your face and up with your pad. Okay, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all went after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, just 4 steady beats. It's just now you got 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're just keeping, you're double the amount of strumming you do, but it's the pace, the number of beats is the same. All right, last thing I want to do, these 4 fingers, thumb, index, middle, ring, okay? Chord, thumb, index, middle, ring. Each one gets a string. Thumb on the top, index finger underneath the 3rd string, this one underneath the 2nd string, this one underneath the 1st string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all went after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? Okay, so just keeping that steady. You got 3 different ways of strumming the same exact song. Now there's plenty more, but those are sort of the biggies. So now you would know that, hey, I know how this song goes. The chord structure is pretty basic. Then the melody is coming out of my face, which is never a good thing. So let's get the melody to come out of this. Okay, so you're looking at the baritone ukulele line. I should say baritone melody line. I gotta fix that. Why did I write ukulele? We already know we're playing baritone ukulele. They should say melody, M-A-L-O-D-Y, exclamation point. All right, so now we're going to be playing 1 note at a time, and I'm not gonna sing. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 2, 0. 0, 2, 0. 3, 1, 1, 0. 3, 1, 1, 0. 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0. Okay, so now the melody is no longer coming out of my face, it's coming out of the baritone, and that's where we want it to come out of, because that's puts us at a next level. That makes us actually leads directly into fingerstyle. And when we talk about playing fingerstyle, we're talking about you can sing, but you don't have to. Okay, you're all going to take that basic idea. Hey, I just played the melody. I'm now going to combine that with the chords, and then I'm going to use all of my right hand smarts to create this beautiful, beautiful texture to this piece of music. So let's now look at combining the G chord, which is pretty straightforward, with that melody. And here's what's beautiful. This works fine on ukulele, but it works way better on baritone because you have a low string here. And so every single time you play this down strum, it's going to sound correctly. Okay, so what we want to do, McKillian says, can we do that again? The melody? Let's do the melody again. Okay. I hope I'm not too far behind on what McKillian is saying. Let's play the melody one more time. Okay, that's good. Not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0. Major 3, 3, 1, 1, 0. Again. 3, 1, 1, 0, 3. Major 5, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but one of the things that's important is when there's a 1, I'm using my index finger. When there's a 2, I'm using my middle finger. When there's a 3, I'm using my ring finger. I'm not being creative at all. I don't want to be creative with that part of it. I want those to be, I want to turn my brain off. If it's a 3, it's going to get that ring finger, and that's that. And I don't ever try to be, I'm not jumping around making weird finger choices. I am absolutely 1, 2, 3 every single time, no matter what. Okay. All right, now we're going to combine that idea with the G chord, and we're going to be playing that same exact pattern over here, but instead of just playing one note at a time, our thumb is going to drag down on all the strings that are necessary. So measure 1, it says 0, 0, we're on the tough uke line, by the way. Tough uke, measure 1, it says 0, 0, 0. So that's all these strings open. Then it says 0, 2. So I'm going to hold down my 2 and I'm going to play 0, 2. And it says 0, 0. I'm going to play that. And then I'm going to repeat that in measure 2. Measure 3, I want to play 0, 0, 3. Then a couple of 1s. And then a 0. Now notice I'm rest stroking. It's very important. I'm not pulling my thumb away. It's coming down. It's physically resting like it's laying in a hammock on whatever the next string, the string I'm not going to play is. Okay, so if I go to measure 4, I've got 3, 1, 1, 0, 3. I'm going to rest it on every single one of those on the first string. 3, 1, 1, 0, 3. Now in measure 5, I go clear off the bottom, so I'm good. I don't need to rest stroke. I'm just going to run out of strings. So grab your C or your G chord, go. Strum, change it to a 2. Open, change it to a 2. And a 3. Bunny hop over to this string. Now I do it rest stroke for 3 in a row. Rest, rest, rest. Now go back to the main G chord, measure 7. 2. 0, 2. 3. Bunny hop. 2 little ones. Measure 9, go to the top. To the 2. 0, 2, 3. 1. Open. 0, 2. 0, 0. Okay, so you're working, you're playing the melody exactly the same as we played it in the baritone melody line by itself, but now we're also adding in the G chord by strumming down until we hit that melody note. Okay, let's play the whole thing from the top, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum, 2, strum, strum, 0, 2, 0, 0. 3, 1, 1, 0. 3, 1, 1, 0. 3, all the way down. sound nice with these deep, heavy duty strings ringing out. It sounds really cool. So let's play it one more time. We'll play it a tiny bit faster, and then let's talk about variations. Okay. So one more time, and again, I'm just doing thumb down. It sounds fine and creates a lot of beautiful just tones just carrying through while I'm playing the basic melody over here, and I'm putting all that stuff together. I'm becoming ready, show ready. I'm gonna knock out Three Blind Mice for the crowds up at Red Rocks. Okay, from the top, counting 4, a little bit faster, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Really nice. That sounds just absolutely big. I was just riding it out, right? Just getting the full amount of power out of your baritone. Now, normally, if you're here in town and I'm teaching you, leave it at that. I send you home and say I'll see you tomorrow or next week. But here on YouTube, where we can go back and review the video, I want you to consider after this with your. So just like we did before, 1, 2, 3, 4. The difference here is you're going to have to be selective about which strings you're going to play. So in this case, 0, 0, 0. I'm only going to use these 3 fingers. And then 0, 2, I'm going to use these 2 fingers. And then 0, 0, just those 2 fingers. Okay, repeat. Measure 3, I'm going to play 3, 1, 1, 0, but now I'm going to use these 3 fingers. And again. Number 3. Now in measure 5, I got to use all 4 fingers. The thinking behind that is now I have so many ways of playing this one song with lots of different textures, lots of different variety, that I can really create the best Three Blind Mice experience for me and my audience, and sometimes your audience is the cat. The idea being, I want to mix this up a little bit. I want to try different ways. I want to make sure that all of these methods are going to happen in the way that I think is best. So if I were to attack this with just one time through, I'd probably start off with some just straight melody. Then I'd switch to thumb. Then I'd switch to plucking. Then I'd wrap up with thumb. That's probably how I would do it. So let me see if I can create what I think is the greatest baritone version of Three Blind Mice ever. Okay. again, just trying to bring in different techniques, different ways of attacking the same piece of music. Maybe some chords, maybe some melody, maybe some plucking, maybe some strumming, a little bit of just everything. Seeing what we can get out of this. You paid $250 for this, right? So let's get some money. Let's get some music out of it. Let's use all of the techniques and see what we can do to get yourself sounding the best you possibly can. Now, that's it. That's what I know about Three Blind Mice. That's what I do know now is that you're not just a strummer, and you're able to do more than just play lead. You're able to do both. And so if you're struggling a little bit, but makes sense, right? There's newer information for some of you guys. You're going to take some time to study these two pieces of music, My Spaghetti Monster and Three Blind Mice. I want those to come out of your instrument as clean and as pretty as you can at this stage in your life. Not a bad idea at all to take. You bought the Kool-Aid, right? It's got a video camera on it. Prop it up on your music stand or on your kitchen table, whatever, with a cantaloupe. Hit record, play these two songs, hit stop, and leave it in your phone, right? Now, I'd rather you Dropbox it to me so I can see how well you're playing and see if you're doing anything crazy. But you could also just leave it in your phone. About once a week, make yourself another little video. You will be amazed at the kind of progress that you make and the kind of beauty and tone that's coming out of your baritone fairly quickly. Okay, so fasting lesson today. You guys are kind of quiet on me a little bit, and that's okay. You don't have to speak if you don't want to. If you have questions, let's make sure we're clear. Number one, you're going to make a million mistakes. It has nothing to do with mistakes making music. It has to do with keeping going after you've made the mistake, okay? Because you're going to make mistakes. The question is, can you pretend that it didn't happen, that it didn't exist, and just move on to the next thing? That's a super huge step that you'll have to take as a musician, is just to let mistakes go. And the second thing, of course, is, hey, and when something doesn't make sense or you're not sure, you have to ask questions. I assume I'm teaching perfectly because every single thing I say it goes into this video camera machine thingy, and I don't have any idea if you're getting it or not. And so it's harder this way. And so I do need you to, if you're struggling with something, let me know. And then let's talk about the rest of the week. All of your sheet music for the whole week is posted. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to dig into the key of C strummers. As baritone players, we've talked, you're going to spend quite a bit of time playing in the key of C, even though it's not really convenient for you on this instrument, because you're going to be hanging out with ukulele players probably, and they like the key of C. You don't really like the key of C's, but you're going to be stuck with it. And so tomorrow we're going to talk about the key of C and your lovely F chord, right? F chord is a bummer when you meet it. We're going to take care of that tomorrow. So we'll get your B, your C chord, your F chord, G chord, and then of course you'll also have your lovely A minor is going to toss in there. So all that stuff, we'll get that taken care of tomorrow. Get you feeling more comfortable with key of C stuff and get you on that path. Then on Wednesday we play Brahms Lullaby, and on Thursday we play Yankee Doodle. The cool part is that you now have the skills to go take those two pieces of music, and you for sure can pluck out the chords. You for sure can do the melody, and there's a pretty good shot that you will be able to do the chord melody, okay, or the tough uke line. So go spend a little bit of time tonight working on that, and see if you can't get some of that coming together. Now, last little sales pitch I've got for you, with the ukulele orchestra of the Milky Way, which I invented 6 weeks, probably 6 days ago. I don't know. Time doesn't mean anything anymore. It meets tonight at 7 p.m. It's for members only. So if you haven't become a member of the Jolly Roger Ukulele website, you want to probably do that now. If you have any technical difficulties, I need to have those all solved by about 5 o'clock tonight. So I got a couple hours to get everybody passwords figured out and all that stuff. But the nice part about the orchestra is there's going to be a dedicated baritone line for people who want to play. So it'll have your chords and your melody. When we play in an orchestral situation, we do not play tough uke. We play the straight line melody and we play the chords. We don't need to play the tough uke because we have multiple players and we can divide up all of those other parts into other things. And so what we do on the Monday night thing is get you comfortable playing your melodies and then get you comfortable playing your chords. And then we start cranking up the speed, right? So for those of you who spend all your time playing by yourself, you will find that your pacing and your timing is pretty flexible because it's just you. But when you get into a group setting, timing is no longer flexible. You have to be where you have to be when you're supposed to be there. And the good news about it is it will make your solo playing so much tighter, so much better, so much overall musical because you will be able to start sensing when you're getting out of time, and then you will be making a decision about whether that's okay or not. And you will just generally speaking be a better, faster, braver, meaner, tougher, cooler, better looking musician by coming to orchestra than if you just play on your own. Piano players face this all the time. They spend all their time in a box with their box, right? And then when they go play with other people, unless they've been practicing with a metronome, they got a mess on their hands because they've been adjusting tempo without necessarily knowing that. And so that's what orchestra should help you do, is just get you solid about beat 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and it'll make you faster once you get where you're like, yep, I totally understand how rhythm is moving with my instrument and my body. It will make you better all the way around. All right, let's see, what else? That's it. That's the end of the story. That's all I know. Let me make sure I haven't missed anybody. Linda says, can we do one more time through? Oh, sure, absolutely. And Linda says, that was one. Did I get robbed paying? Did I get robbed paying more for my Pono? No. To be honest, I will be honest here. Back when the ukulele was, I very first started in ukulele, and nobody had ukuleles. There was no ukuleles. There were none to be had. I bought a Bushman, which is the picture that I use on all of my stuff. I still use that picture. It's old now. I was a youthful 40, I think, when I took that photo. There were no ukuleles in town. And finally, Folklore Center, is a music store south of here a little ways, started carrying Ponos, and I was like, that was our upper end instrument. That was, one of the nicer instruments you could get here in Denver as a ukulele. And they carried those for a while, then they stopped carrying those. I never really asked them why they stopped carrying them. But so I haven't honestly played a Pono for 15 years. And I would say at the time they were really nice. I don't know. I had nothing to really necessarily compare it to back in those days. And I certainly wasn't a very quality player at the time either. So I would say if you paid more, I would let it go, right? You paid what you paid, let it be. Let it go. Okay. If it sounds nice, if you're having a good time playing it, just enjoy it. All right. I don't know much about Ponos anymore. I just haven't seen them. They're just not here in Colorado. I haven't seen them for a long time. But here, I think at the end of the day, if you pay more for it and it sounds good, you're fine. Okay. If you paid less for it and it sounds good, you're fine. If it doesn't sound good, we always debate, is it you or is it the instrument? Most of the time it's you, right? Sometimes something as simple as changing the strings out makes a big difference. Setting it up properly. Some baritones are just raised up either too high or too low, and so getting a proper setup on it. All those things are things to think about. But don't rush around to make any judgments, right? So play the darn thing until, for a few weeks and make sure that your skills are adequately reflecting what the instrument can do. Let's see. So that would be my thought on your Pono. You're probably fine. Diane, where is the list of music for tonight's Milky Way Orchestra? It'll be on the member page in Jolly Roger Ukulele. So Diane, I think you paid for a membership, I think. Member for sure. But you'll go to the members page. And so that's on the membership. You go to the menu. It says menu, member portal. And then it's the top link on the member portal. So once you go into the member portal, you'll find it. And it's on the top page. Members only sheet music is what it's called. Okay. And it's higher end made under. Okay, so Jack's a Pono fan. Okay, there you go. Yeah, like I say, back in the day, they were our top end. They were $300, and oh my God, you're gonna pay $300 for a ukulele. It was crazy back in those days, and now that's then frankly, honestly, the $300 ukulele you can buy today is way better than you used to be able to buy for $300. I am amazed what, like I carry a lot of $250-ish ukuleles over at the shop, and I am amazed at how much better quality they are than some of the other stuff that I used to play. So, yeah, you don't have to spend a ton to get pretty nice quality here. Baritones are an interesting thing because people don't really take baritones with the level of seriousness that they should. So they're usually less expensive than other equal caliber instruments. I have a Kamaka baritone and a Kamaka tenor ukulele. The baritone was half the price of the tenor ukulele, and it's built with very similar quality. So it's just people are the demand for them is much lower. So there's that. Let's see, Jack, try $700 today. Also, oh, okay, nice. All right, Diane's all set up. Yeah, my Kamaka I paid $700 for, if I remember right, and it's a nice baritone. I end up using this Kala a lot because it's not a solid wood top, and I don't want to worry about it cracking, so I just leave it sitting out here. I just leave it sitting around the house, and so there's that. Well, so Linda, then you're fine, right? Right? I I don't think I think the nice part about music is you have to talk yourself into buying it in the first place. Once you own it, you forget paying for it, right? And so I would say you're way better off with music to go ahead and buy something that's a little higher price, a little quality. Make sure you're buying it from a reputable place, of course. But for the most part, I don't think, if you go buy a Steinway piano and it's $56,000, and you have to talk yourself into spending that 56,000 bucks. You have to be like, I can't believe I'm going to spend $56,000 on a piano. And then the minute that's in your house, you stop thinking that. You start thinking, I'm going to go play the piano. I have a piano. I have a nice piano. I have a nice piano. And so it's that gearing up to make the purchase. Once you've purchased it, whatever. I have all these electronic stuffs that I own that I had to buy for this, that, or the other thing. The amount of money I have is probably kind of foolish, but I have to use it. And so I don't know what it all costs altogether. I just know that I love it and I have to have it. And so there we go. So, yeah. So there we go. That's what I know about Three Blind Mice. We were going to play it one last time. Let's play it one last time. One last time. One last time. Three Blind Mice. Focus. Any way you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, Three Blind Mice. All right. Oh, Jack bought a nice Pono. Wow, very nice. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Keep playing music. I will see some of you tonight. I'll see the rest of you tomorrow. Again, tomorrow we solved the C key of C dilemma for baritone players, and I will talk to you then. Be good. Be safe. What did I decide to say? Be safe. Do good. I didn't say it at all today. I forgot. Be safe. Do good. Practice. Keep showing up. And what was the fifth thing I was going to say? I don't remember. Get a subscription to Jolly Roger Ukulele because it's awesome. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks, Terry. Appreciate it. All you guys, all y'all, have a wonderful day. Guitar's next, so if you want to learn to play a little guitar, stop by. If not, right, that's that thing over there. How do I backwards? Right there. That's a guitar. It will hurt your hand. All right. Talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is I will see you tomorrow. All right. Miguelina, have a great night. Terry, good to see you. All right. Ending the stream. Have a great day.